Hey guys, Josh here, created the DVRT system along with physical therapist Jessica Bento. What we want to talk today is about a cool concept such as anti-rotational training. That doesn't sound very cool, does it? But anti-rotational training is really a foundational concept in building good core stability and integrity. So if you get this down, you'll be surprised how many of your core lifts start to improve dramatically. And what we're going to do today is start to make anti-rotational training more athletic-based training. Because when most of us think about anti-rotational training, there's a lot of great drills. Renegade rows, pal-off presses, and so forth, even our kneeling around the worlds. But what we want to do is start teaching people how to resist rotation while moving. And that's what today is all about. So what we're going to focus today is on our around the world being anti-rotational. In the past series, we talked about rotation being where you pivot through the feet, because we're talking about rotation of the body. But when we want to resist rotation, our feet are going to stay planted. We're going to activate those glutes and help our trunk fight the movement of the weight around our body. So Jessica's going to show a few repetitions of anti-rotational around the worlds. So see how she's wrapping the weight around her body. She's trying to resist any movement through her trunk, and keeping her hips nice and stable, she's pushing through the ground. It should look nice and smooth. Your head should be in good alignment. You shouldn't be ducking or bobbing and weaving. Okay? The reason that's so good is because your abdominal area and your whole core has to do more of a pulse. And that's really what we want for functional training. Turn quick on and off. Now, once we get that down, we can add a little bit more motion. Because load and dimension are going to be a little bit more challenging, we want to get you moving and resist the rotation. The easiest way to start is go frontal plane. So if Jessica does a lateral step and she's doing a hinge, not a lunge, you'll see that she starts to develop that nice frontal plane hip hinge into an anti-rotational movement. Okay? So she's learning transition up and down, side to side, and resist forward and backward forces. Pretty cool. Now, the reason we start frontal plane is because her base support is bigger. So it's a little easier to transition people in. If we want to make it more challenging, we can go step back into what we call the tornado. Now, Jessica makes this look really easy. It's quite a challenging drill. So it's a mixture of our max lunge and our around the world. Because of our base support being smaller, it's a lot more challenging. Nice job, Jessica. And then we can start playing with angles and positions. So I'll get out of her way. She can do almost like a 45-degree step, and as she comes up, come back to that position. So again, we're not trying to rotate through the low back, we're hinging in a different plane of motion and action. So we could do this in a whole bunch of cool combinations. It becomes very taxing, but very beneficial for you learning what real core stability can really mean.